Hemisphere tour when Malaysia lost to England in Graham Taylor's time. So San Marino kick-off. Remember that Holland on this very ground. Oh, it's a mistake by Pearce, and humiliation here. Gualtieri. I was going to say that San Marino conceded a goal in the opening seconds against Holland. Well, it's England that have conceded a goal here. Phil Thompson, can you believe it? Gualtieri is the scorer.
I can't believe it, Martin. We were talking 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes, and we were saying all the possibilities of everything. And I said, what about that? I said, we could easily lose a goal. Absolute devastating.
A mistake by Stuart Pearce. And San Marino, it's only their second goal in the group. Get to take the corner, and they hope get something from it to get in the game. Ferdinand, whose leaping ability is so prodigious that watching the England training yesterday, even his squad mates were applauding and wondering how he does it. Phil.
The ball is a better ball. We know how high and well Les can jump.
Stuart Pearce, who scored in his last 2 appearances for England. And Benedettini batters it out. Pearce going in again and pushing as he did so.
When Holland played here, Martin, they came and they got 2 men and he kept them wide all the time. They were basically hugging the touchline. Roy and Overmars, they just stood wide all the time.
Ripley. Loops up off Gennari. What a miss kick by Valentini, and there was some mayhem in the middle there for San Marino. England camped rather by the far post. Ince has the shot, a flick from Ferdinand, and it spins the wrong side of the post. Side that really sorted it out when the going looked impossibly tough. Ince, there's one. Paul Ince with his first international goal. It's 1-1, but it's given England the zip and zest now, and I'm sure the motivation that Benedettini can be beaten 7 more times.
Couldn't have come from a better man. If anybody's going to show the way, it's going to be Ince. He deserves that goal the way he's played in the last 12 months. But again, we've got a lot more to do.
Benedettini covering well. Ripley, and I think Ian Wright looked offside. Platt shoots, Wright is in there. 2. Ian Wright with that lucky number 8 on his back for the first time in an England shirt, gets his second international goal. I did feel he was in an offside position earlier in the move. The flag stayed down, and he forced it over the line after Benedettini had just deflected Platt's first effort. Phil.
Again, anything from sort of far out, you've got to sort of wonder about his eyesight, Benedettini.
Space for England to express themselves in midfield. Platt. Ooh. And it must be, it is 3, Ferdinand. Sloppy defending by San Marino, no surprise in that. And England getting into the groove now after the worst possible start.
Simple one for Les, but like this goalkeeper, he must be one of the worst I've seen. We've allowed him to take too many crosses in there quite easily. I would like to see a bit more pressure put on him, because he is going to make mistakes all night. We can still do
the pitch with greater precision now, with greater quality too. Ripley coming into the middle, which is why he's not beyond Ferdinand, but that should stay in. Back for Dixon. Sinton got his head to it. Oh, and Benedettini had luck on his side there. It was a terrific strike from Ian Wright.
I shouldn't have opened my mouth, Martin.
And all the words that have been written previewing this game, no one predicted that. It's 4. It's Wright second.
couldn't have asked for a better start.
Inside the first minute of the second half, England very quickly back in business again.
Again, it was a good run by Ferdinand to get in there, quick, turned, and it was a hell of a good cross, just in between the goalkeeper and the defender, just there. And that is not the easiest thing to do. He's done the right thing.
Not ruled as deliberate handball. Della Valle certainly struck his arm. 4 forward for San Marino. Baciocchi. Oh, it's hit the post! From a good 25 yards, possibly even further out. Gennari cutting it out from San Marino, enjoying themselves here. And really so unlucky not to have a second goal.
He's hit it quite well, but we give the ball away too cheaply. Round about the halfway line.
Across from Ripley. Oh, a good save from Wright as he looked for the hat-trick by Benedettini. Ripley to take it. Oh. Well, it was a volley worthy of being unleashed against better opposition, really. It didn't bring the goal that England desired. It was a rasping try from Les Ferdinand.
An absolute thunderous shot, wasn't it?
Pallister. He's hitting that. Walker saying, I'll have this one. There's no offside, and this is Les Ferdinand. San Marino claiming handball, still Ferdinand. And it is 5-1. Paul Ince gets his second.
Again, as we said, we've just got to do our stuff. We can't do anything about the Holland-Poland game. We can't do anything about that at all. Let's just do our stuff here.
And Ince. He certainly had plenty of the ball, Stuart Ripley. Pallister. Wright. The hat-trick, it's given. Ian Wright, who's laboured long and hard and often in vain for international goals, is seeing some of his dreams come true here, but in what context? It's 6-1 to England, 3 of them to Wright.
People have often, as critics have been there for England, saying, please work tirelessly for England's cause, and he's getting us just desserts tonight. Maybe a little suspicion of offside, but again, he's concentrated, kept his eye on the ball. They're not 10 yards away there.
Not by any means. Oh, and the goalkeeper spilled it. Who's going to turn it in? They can't find either Platt or Wright, who fought each other for the right to score and impeded each other in the end. Ripley. Platt over the top.
I don't believe that.
If ever a goal looked a certainty, but in the end, credit for Kante. Here's Ince fighting to the very last, and Ian Wright gets another one. 7-1. It's a final flurry when the die is already cast. And although Wright rushes back to restart the game, it's come too late because Holland are already home and dry. But here it's San Marino 1, England 7, and Ian Wright has 4 of those 7. The crosses keep coming in. Platt! Because, astonishingly, San Marino got the first goal of the night. But it's a stirring end.
Just get the ball in the box.
It is. England have failed to make the 1994 World Cup finals, and on both counts tonight go out of the competition, unable to put San Marino to the sword sufficiently to stake a claim for qualification. The final margin, despite 4 goals for Ian Wright, was 6 in a 7-1 success, 2 for Paul Ince, the other from Les Ferdinand. And no help on offer at all from Poland against Holland. Holland have won 3-1 in Poznan. So Holland joined Norway as the qualifiers from Group 2. England drew with both of them at Wembley and lost both away games. On that evidence, there can be little cause for complaint. And as the players go off, you have to say that this signals the end of the reign of Graham Taylor as the England manager.